Hello. It is actually the middle of November. I remembered this time. So I've got my tree up. Again, if you've watched some of my other videos, you probably know Christmas. I love it, but when it gets to the actual day, not so much. But yeah, this year so far, I definitely need my tree. So I went on my cruise. Again, I've got a very short video up about that with just some clips that I let my iPhone choose to put together. After I got back from that, I had a medical test. Yay! I had one before I left. That was just a regular blood test. That one talked to the doctor right away, which actually both encouraged me and scared me, because none of my doctors in the past have ever been right up, okay, here, we're going to deal with this right now. She said the results were a little higher than most, but we're not going to worry about it much right now. We're going to reevaluate in a few months. So she made me feel more comfortable. But yeah, if Googling my test results, it's saying pre-diabetic. I'm saying, oh my gosh. The only one person who was in my family that was diabetic was my uncle, who we lost at the end of 92. So, great. But yeah, I came back from my cruise and went for a mammogram. Yes, I'm that age. We have to do those regularly, and it's been a while since I did it. My previous doctor wasn't pushing for it, and my new doctor, first meeting, it's like, here, you've got homework. I want you to do this, this, this. Mammogram was on the list, and when I booked it, the closest one was 2.5 months from when I originally was planning. So, had the appointment, and the clinician was great. She said, you shouldn't have any problems. If they find anything, they'll give you a call right away. Otherwise, you should expect to hear something from your doctor within the next 2 weeks. 2 days later, I get a call. Anxiety just went from here to whoa. So I'm going back the beginning of December for ultrasound. Yeah. Again, anxiety through the roof. So some people, when they get anxious, they do different things. Well, apparently, when I get anxious now, I book cruises. I really don't have the money to book a cruise, especially because next year I'm going on this big trip with one of my best friends to celebrate her 60th birthday. So, yeah, I booked a cruise. When am I sailing? Christmas. I will be on the ship on Christmas. I get off on December 26th. I feel good about that. Not being at home. Not being around my friends who say, hey, let's do this. When it's like, I don't want to. I feel good. I'll be able to spend as much time as I want in the spa on the cruise ship, hanging out by a pool in December. Okay, it is a Bahamian cruise. Going to two of the same destinations I just went to. But, yeah. I feel good. But I'm still anxious about my test results that will come back again after my ultrasound early December. Again. Crazy. Anyway, I just wanted to remember to come on here and make a little video before I let the months get by me. But yeah, so it's insane. Life is just crazy. But again, I'm taking it one day at a time, hoping that everything turns out well when I do that ultrasound. I'm going to go into another story, also medical related. Several years ago, I think it was 2018, I went to my doctor and said, I have some discomfort. And so, okay, we're going to send you for some tests. And yeah, a year later, he sends me to a specialist, internal health. And talking to that doctor, saying, okay, we're going to schedule you for a colonoscopy, blah, 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 blah. He says, don't worry, this is routine. You usually get referred to me within a week of your test results. And I said, oh, well, my test was a year ago. And he looked and said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I had my colonoscopy 2020, January. Came back pre-cancer, so but still it had that 6-letter word in there that no one wants to hear. And so he said, okay, we've cleared everything out. Everything looks good, but we're going to retest you in 3 years. 2023, July, retest. No problem. It's like, it's gone. But again, because the first instance, you never know. We'll test you again in 3 years, so that's next year. But that 6-letter word, it moves around. So again, I'm sure I will be fine, but you never know. Anxiety. Anyway, it is a Saturday. It is a little rainy. Again, I put up the Christmas tree. So let's just take it one day at a time. Anyway, hopefully I will remember in December, mid-month. Otherwise, the next video you will get will be probably very similar to the last one, which was just little clips of things from my trip. And it's only going to be a 1-week trip this time. Travel down, cruise, fly home. That's it. Anyway, in case I don't remember to see you in December, well, happy holidays. We've got a few between now and then. So, yeah, have a good one. Bye.